welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving deep into the mystical world of Ketu, the south node of the moon, often referred to as the silent ghost in Vedic astrology. We are exploring what Ketu reveals about our past talents and how it influences our present life based on its house placement in the horoscope. Stay tuned as we decode the silent message of Ketu. Ketu, often misunderstood, is a powerful karmic indicator in astrology. It shows character traits and the skills we have inherited uh, from past life, providing insight into our innate talents and the areas where we might face repeated challenges or feeling an inexplicable ease. Let's start understanding Ketu's influence based on zodiac sign it resides in. For example, start with Aries or Ketu. If Ketu is in Aries or Scorpio, the channel is Martian quality, enhancing our drive and combativeness. Ketu in Taurus or Libra brings out Venusian traits, focusing on beauty, balance, and relationships. Ketu in Gemini or Virgo emphasize Mercury's influence, enhancing communication and analytical skills. Ketu in Cancer develop lunar qualities, deepening our emotional intuitions. Ketu in Leo express solar traits, amplifying our leadership and creativity. Ketu in Sagittarius or Pisces draws on Jupiterian wisdom, expanding our philosophical and spiritual horizons. Ketu in Capricorn or Aquarius, it reflects Saturnian discipline, bringing forth the lesson in responsibility and structure. Now, what each house placement of Ketu tells us about our past life experience and how these influence our current path. Starts with first house. First house, a focus on self development and identity, possibly leading to self centered behavior. If Ketu is in second house, financial independence and the inherent abilities to value and manage the resources effectively. Third house, communication skills and a penchant for network or frequent travel. Fourth house, deep connection with family, particularly with the mother and talents in domestic settings. Fifth house, natural flair in arts and creativity and dealing with children along with romantic inclinations. Ketu in sixth house, strong work, strong work ethic and health awareness, sometimes tipping into workaholism. Seventh house, Ketu is skill in managing partnership and knack for diplomacy. Ketu in 8th house, intuitive abilities, interest in esoteric practices and experience for profound transformations. Ketu in 9th house, inclination towards spirituality, higher learnings and respect for different cultures. 10th house Ketu. 10th house Ketu gives you leadership, ability and a past life possibly filled with significant achievements. 11th house Ketu 11th, if Ketu is positioned in 11th house, your aptitude for maintaining influential social connection and succeeding in group settings. Ketu is in 12th house, past experience with the solitude and spiritual practices that enhance introspective talents. Understanding Ketu's placement helps us uncover our hidden strength and past life talent that are attached into our subconscious. By acknowledging and inheriting these qualities, we can address the challenge and harness the opportunity presented by the position of Rahu, the North Node, pointing towards our future growth.